the Vortex does come with a bino
Then
pack.
I will take advantage of that.
It is, however, a little out of my budget.
Oh, right. If they're starting from zero or on a tight budget, get something that protects you from the elements that you can lay underneath. But then I think it's important too that like people need to know that they can upgrade. Before we sign off, we have a little surprise.
I love surprises.
You like surprises?
For real?
The pack.
That's amazing.
Alright everyone, welcome here. We are clearly on location today. I'm Mike, host of Pursue the Hunt, and today we've got Jeremy and Brian with us. We set out a Instagram story and we took a poll on what you guys thought was a good budget for hunting. So Jeremy, he is gonna go ground zero. He's got $2,500. And Brian here, he is actually a new hunter, which is super great, so we're gonna get some great perspectives today, but he only has a $1,500 budget. So you guys have 30 minutes, okay? Are we ready? Setting the timer, and go.
Nice.
Right now?
29:58.
Yeah. Start off expensive.
So you gotta have reasons, because I'm gonna ask you why you're picking specific gear.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Power on. Okay, perfect. All right. As stated previous, I am the rookie. First thing I'm going after is backpacks. I talked to Mike last time we were here specifically about backpacks. I'm not hunting real big game, so I'm not looking for a really big meat shelf, but I definitely want one.
Got some backpacks here. Don't panic. I am panicking. Take your time.
Is this what I'm looking for?
Oh, looks like a rifle bow carrier.
That's not what I'm looking for. Although that would be super
Although
helpful.
it's good.
Okay.
It's good.
So hold on, what would you say is more important? It's covered meat up when you're harvesting game?
You're not going to cover the meat up with the rain cover. The rain cover is to cover the pack.
Okay.
So I would prioritize convenience, pockets, and meat shelf over rain cover.
Hey, this does not have a meat shelf. I'm looking at this
He's
back.
panicking.
He's totally panicking.
Come on, Brian. Let's go. Sweep. Sweep. Okay, so a couple things I look for in a pack. Why don't you come over here, Carly? So, I like a top lid. I like a way to access the main way into the bag. Here's some extra accessory pockets are good just to divide up just gear, like you got your tags, you got your knives, you got your headlamp, things like that. You don't want to just all in the main bag. So this one here, it's got a top load, which is good, big bag, and then it's got, you can detach and then fold this down, meat shelf, so you can haul meat out, because if you are solo, or even with a buddy, you gotta be able to get meat out, and you definitely don't wanna just sling it over your shoulder. And I mean, this one here, I did a little research on this bag before, and it's about a 2,800 cubic inch, so it's a great day pack. It'll even give you a little bit more to like stuff some gear into, like a rain jacket and some other things like that, your lunch, and it's got a water bladder carrier and stuff in there too.
For sure. What is the price on this one? I want to have a quick look.
Okay.
I was eyeing this one up before. I thought that maybe the rain guard.
Actually, that's pretty affordable there.
That's not too bad at all. It's within the budget.
Yeah, budget. So a couple of the things like this pack has, this one already has like a built-in bow rifle carrier. You can strap that to the back of the pack so you're not carrying it on a sling specifically. They are convenient if you are hiking long ways. So, I'll let you get back to it.
Good luck is what he says.
Yeah.
So he was talking to Mike, and he's pointed out that the Badlands generally have more accessories kind of right out of the bag, whereas a lot of the other ones are accessorizable. So I think for me, while I do really like the mystery wrench, and it is very comfortable, I think as a beginner, this is probably what I would go with today.
Got some outer layers. I kind of went on the less expensive side, try to waterproof, breathable shells, stuff that you can put stuff underneath.
Well, yeah, because you don't need to worry about like the base layer so much as what's going to protect you from the actual elements.
Exactly,
right?
yeah. So then I got a pair of boots, kind of went a little on the high end side of the boots, got a pair of Loas there. So,
and we'll go over that later once you're done shopping.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So we'll carry on. I'll move over to the back. I'll let Brian stay there.
Okay, next thing I'm looking for is outer gear, specifically rain gear. I can layer up, I got no problem with that, but things that I'm looking for are going to be water resistance, and something that's really important to me is a band, so that the wind doesn't blow up, make me cold. I have no idea what I'm looking for, other than I want it to break water. As far as camel patterns, I don't know if it matters. I'm sure it does. Because I'm a newbie, I'm literally just going to go by looks. Really liking this one. It is, however, a little out of my budget. So I'll try again.
This is the hard part.
What do you got?
I'm at $2,000 already. Things are gonna get a little skinny.
Might have to trade some items for other items then.
Yep. That's okay. You got time?
Yeah, you got like 15 minutes yet. Do remember that the Vortex does come with a bino
Then
pack.
I will take advantage of that. I need some gloves.
I need outer gear. Okay? I'm borrowing it from Mike. It's only acceptable as a grown man for a very brief amount of time, and I've overstayed my welcome. So I'm a baller on a budget. This is something I'm looking for. It's not very flexible, not very stretchy. I do have a concern about whether it's breathable or not, but I can layer underneath this, which is fantastic. Actually, doesn't feel too bad at all. And it is priced just right for me. They're reasonably priced. They're stretchy. So
How's it going here, Brian?
good. I'm doing good. I'm just making sure I can still do lunges in my pants.
What do you have for budget, bro?
Right now, I'm still at a 540-ish, give or take. 520.
Jeremy, he might have to trade some items for other items. I think he's at
So-
2K already.
So I got a backpack. I got a jacket that's water resistant, wind resistant.
Nice.
I can layer underneath it,
Yep.
which is going to work for me, and it's very reasonable. It's only like $80. So it might not last a long time, but
I think it's
$80
important too that like people need to know that they can upgrade.
Oh, for
Right? If
sure.
they're starting from zero or on a tight budget,
Yep.
Get something that'll protect you from the elements that you can lay underneath, but then like look forward to upgrading later on.
For sure.
Like, but just get out there, get outdoors, get hunting.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm gonna go check on Jeremy.
I think these ones are sold too. Camera lady, I know you're silent but deadly. You need to direct me just from behind the camera where the bino packs are. Where would a guy like me find them?
I think they're biting on the backpacks.
Where I just was?
I think maybe.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
Not sure.
Okay, we'll look for rangefinders first then. I think we're over here. Participating as the rookie in the pursuit of hunting we're doing today. Yeah, considerable rookie. Looking for a rangefinder.
Yeah, literally.
Got 10 minutes, guys. Not to put any pressure. Ooh.
So I am a baller on a budget. I need something that's relatively accurate, but for somebody that's starting out, I have, what do I got left in my budget? That's quite a bit. Very nice.
I have that one.
What?
Nice.
What is
Good
the
glass.
What is the range on it? An accuracy?
1,000.
1,000 yards? Okay. That's,
Depending on
Cut it-
reflective surface.
Cut it in half for down. So 500 yards on a soft skin.
which is great because that's still well beyond what I'm capable of shooting something at. And the last time having to unclip it and clip it, and it was flopping everywhere. I want the magnetic vinyl pack that you
Okay.
have. I have $500 left.
Let's go right over there. Right over there. Let's do this. All right, so we're picking vinyl packs.
Right out of the gate, I don't like something that I have to manually clip and unclip.
Okay.
When we were hunting last time, Mike had this really fancy one that was just like on magnets, like super magnets, whatever it was.
Badlands.
That was absolutely fantastic.
This one's pretty close. I think this one is magnetic here.
Ooh, oh yes, and it folds down. It must fold down.
Yeah.
This is something. Every time I picked it up, it was hitting my chin. Now, to be fair, it was one that just came with my binos, which was great.
Yeah, it's better than nothing.
For sure. Because as a baller on a budget, it helped me last time. But now that I'm in it a little bit, ooh, I like how this one opens right up too.
Okay.
I'm immediately liking this one.
So that one. So mine had Mine also had a rangefinder pouch. This one doesn't underneath.
Oh, I
but
see. That's going to be important because I don't want to be fighting with that either. I wonder. Okay. Oh, that's cool. That's good heads up.
But you know, you just stuff you want to look into, right? There's also like separate rangefinder pouches you can get that will attach to like the strap of the.
See what this one's.
Is that magnetic? Oh, that one's magnetic too.
But it seems really
That's
long.
big.
Yeah, it was just.
That'll fit like big binoculars, right? See, there's sizes.
Oh, I see. Yeah, might be a little.
Right, so those will be for like, 12 by 50s or something crazy like that. See that one?
Yeah.
That one you have.
This is exactly the one that I have. Yeah, and I would like to not.
See, bro, comes with one. So what you
Can that
do?
attach to the side? Is that what this is for?
What's that?
Can that attach to the side?
So what you do is when you put it on, right? So it's got strap here. You put the strap through here, so it just sits here, and it's got a clip, so it's not just going to come undone on you, right? So it's going to be pretty secured. So boom, you just have it there, so it is accessible.
I already like this one,
But it's got that one's got the magnetic one, right?
and we're still well within our budget. I have $890 left. What's that rolling in at?
This one's rolling in at 300.
$300. But that little camera case. Oh no, that's
No, that's not rangefinder,
I thought
dude.
that was a little case. Holy smokes. So I still got lots of money left. I'm gonna not lie to you. I've gotten basically everything that I was like in need of, and I still have.
What about like? Do you have calls? How about a wind checker? Those little things come in really handy.
So because I'm not very good at shooting very far, for now, I say let's go for calls first.
So wind checkers like $5.
Yeah.
Can you squeeze it?
Oh, 100%.
Can you squeeze it in that budget?
Okay.
Too many options.
Too many options, not enough budget. Do I need a backpack? Going day pack.
Going day pack?
Going day pack.
Are you going meat hauling system? No meat hauling system?
No meat hauling system.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna live. We got horses. That's a.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's not
Okay.
in the budget though. Not in the budget.
What's your budget at?
2350. 2367 right now.
Okay, okay.
So.
So when I'm looking at scents, do I need to worry about different animals smelling different things, or does like a scent cover scent?
It's a good question. Okay, so what scent are you thinking?
Just like people smell. Like I was like, I don't.
Like covering your scent?
Yeah.
So number one, I'm gonna just like.
Actually, when you did the.
Okay, so when you're picking scent, the number one thing you want to remember if you're looking to cover your scent, the best way to cover your scent is wind. Play the wind.
Okay.
So for me personally, I don't use scent killer.
Really?
No, ever. Nope. And I've got within 20 yards of killing my buck with my bow. I would go with like maybe some estrus or deer estrus if you're planning on hunting deer
What
in
is
the
estrus?
ruts.
You said a word that I don't.
Estrus is doe scent when they're in heat.
Oh, okay. So
It attracts the bucks.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what we're gonna
So
do.
that's something like estrus go anywhere in here. You want the wick so you can hang them on the on the
that's
trees.
what that was. Okay.
Yeah. So a bottle of that is perfect.
And a little bit goes a long way in this.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, deers have good nose.
So
So we've completed our 30 minutes, and how'd you find 30 minutes starting from zero?
For starting from nothing, that was aggressive.
Did you feel like your knowledge though, like taking on the persona of starting from nothing, but having the knowledge you have,
Sure.
it probably played into
I
it.
kind of knew didn't waste a lot of time on certain things. It was okay. I wanted this. I wanted that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I can kind of get away with this. I know I can get away with that. Trying to keep within budget and try to spend money wisely. So
Okay, well,
let's go. So
let's go through it. What do we got here?
I went
What was your final budget? What'd you come out at pre-tax?
pre-tax 20. I don't even know 25 something. 25.10. We can count it up after. It's at 25.
Okay, all right. Okay, so
I stole some of Brian's budget.
do we got here?
Leftovers.
okay, so we got Badlands
We
pack.
got a day pack.
Okay,
So I went on the assumption that I wasn't going to be packing anything out with this.
Okay.
I kind of went with
like you're gonna go with a buddy.
I'm gonna go with
your
the buddy.
new
I'm
hunter.
gonna have a quad. I'm gonna have something to help me pack out.
That you have
meat-wise,
access
that
to.
I have access to. If that's cheating, that's cheating. I'll take
Well,
it.
hey, no, it's,
So
we're
I
on a
went with
budget.
I went
we're
with
on
a
a budget.
backpack. Personally, I like using a day pack versus a big pack anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like 90% of the time when we hunt, I'll have a day pack versus a big ugly pack. Just for one of my pet peeves is when you're packing a gun and you have a big pack on, or
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
big frame pack. I like to shoulder sling or like over the head sling my gun,
Yeah.
and it always rattles on there and bangs on there. So I always like to have a smaller pack for that purpose,
Okay.
especially if you're going to be packing your gun 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers, or whatever.
You got a rifle carrier and
can throw a
a few
rifle.
things
Yeah.
in there, so that'll be
Not a
handy.
bad value buy at $220.
No, and Badlands good brand.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, it's not going to carry a ton of stuff, but when you have a day pack, you have a water bottle, a knife, a couple odds and ends,
Yeah, tags.
a rope, whatever.
Yeah.
Not a big pack.
okay, what's next?
Okay, so let's go with got some
Okay.
Vortex 10x42s, exact same ones I have. I like them. They come with a harness pack
Right in the box.
in
yeah.
the box, so good value for.
Well, and I think we should talk about the Vortex warranty too,
Yeah.
right? Like, so if you're on a budget and you're worried about like dropping your glass, Vortex has that unconditional VIP warranty, right? So if these things fall off a mountain and they break,
Bring the
they
pieces
replace
back.
them, right? Bring your pieces back, they'll replace them. So on a budget, these are going to save you in the end if you drop them. Okay, binos, check.
Binos check. Okay, so we
Okay, bringing out the big guns.
went with a Ruger
Okay.
package deal here at Backcountry. So came with the scope, a Vortex Crossfire
Okay, sticking with the optics.
3x9 by 40.
Yeah,
Good quality stuff. 270. I haven't had any issues knocking anything down with a 270 I have. Never shot a Ruger one before, but
but 270 is such a great all-around caliber.
Exactly, yeah.
Right, and then where you can, with the 270 all-around caliber, Ruger's reliable rifle brand.
Yeah.
Right, and then you've got the Vortex optics, and inside is the BDC reticle, which can help you with some range finding stuff if you do a little research on that
Yeah.
reticle. So nice. Okay.
perfect. Okay, so on to outer gear. I went with, what brand is this? Rivers West, and it's just a shell, no insulation, but it does say waterproof, breathable fabric, so you can put other stuff underneath there.
Yeah,
and layer up underneath. I'm always a big fan of having light outer layers and layer heavy underneath.
Yeah.
You can always take layers off underneath. You never want to have to take your main outer gear off because
Yeah.
you're hot or whatever. So
Well, and that's between you and the elements, right?
Yeah.
So that's the one that's doing all the wind blocking and
So-
stuff like that.
pants and a
Okay.
hooded setup.
Yep.
What did I spend here? I think this was 200.
$200 for the setup.
No, more than that.
One.
360 for
Okay.
the setup. So
That's not bad
really
at all.
not a high price purchase when it comes to outer gear. I mean, you can spend
Oh yeah.
$1,000 easily on that if you really, really wanted to.
Yeah. Okay. So clothing, gun, optics, pack. Next.
Okay, boots. So boots are one of the first things I went to when I was buying because I kind of just wanted to get that over and done with, knowing I was going to probably spend $400 to $500, and I spent $470 on a pair of Loas.
So what? Like, why do you value like boots really high?
I mean, that's your feet are the first thing that are going to get tired. They're going to
Yep.
burn out, especially if you're doing a lot of hiking, distance hiking, packing. Even just a gun and gear setup. You're packing weight.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I went with Lowe's, a fairly good known brand.
Yeah.
Fully leather, non-synthetic.
A good stiff boot.
A good stiff boot,
Right.
a high ankle boot
Yeah.
that has some support. I mean, you're never walking on a game trail every time, so.
Well, it's and that's one thing to note is when you're looking at budget and you're looking at prioritizing gear, and with Jeremy starting from nothing, it's like, okay, what are absolute essentials? I mean, obviously, we've got the firearm system. You have to have a way to harvest the game. which is really important. But you know, staying out of the elements is important. Keeping your feet happy is important. Having a way to transport things on your back is important. So you know, we're really working from the top down in terms of priority, because you know, year upon year you can always upgrade, add to your arsenal of hunting gear and stuff like that. So
You betcha.
okay,
So now I
next
got some-
priority gear.
So I went with the Havalon knife. It's a $100 knife.
Yep.
Reusable blades, exchangeable blades. I didn't want to spend. I was kind of running out of budget, so I was kind of looking at more but cheaper options that I've heard people have had success with in the past.
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of those.
You know, like less expensive.
Yep.
But really I mean, with the surgical blades.
Yep.
It does the job really well, and you can be precise with it.
Okay, so from there, some comfort things, some,
Gloves.
$17 pair of gloves, a toque that even matches my gear. Look at that.
Oh, and you can reverse it.
Inversible for when
Hunter
you need it.
orange.
A little neck gaiter. It's always hunting season's never warm.
Comfortable out of the elements is super important.
Ammo wallet. You never know when you need more bullets. Interesting.
Season 2
Yeah,
moose
preview.
hunt.
Yeah, having ammo that's readily available.
Yeah, side pouch in your
pouch.
pack
I'm
or
not
something
sure
like
what
that.
this one even-
or just even in your pants pocket, like your cargo pocket.
Gunsling. Nobody wants to carry a gun the whole entire time.
Nope.
And then scope covers.
Yes.
Nice, quick clip, easy flip over, open scope covers.
Well, your optics don't do you any good if you
they're
can't see through
covered.
them.
Yeah. So, and then the cart's empty.
Wow. So, you're looking at this. So, Jeremy had a $2,500 Monopoly budget here. And we really did get a lot of the essentials. I mean, optics are a priority. You got to be able to find the game. Rifle system, priority. You got to be able to harvest the game. But then after that, you really got to think, okay, what do I absolutely need? I mean, you need a way to cut up the game once you shoot it. Packing out, maybe not as essential, right? If you've got a buddy, or if you've got a quad, or if you've got horses, or if you're right by the truck and you can sling it over your shoulder, it's not quite as a priority, right? Boots, priority. Happy feet, dry feet. Ankle support. You're not walking on nice level terrain, right? So protecting your feet, protecting your ankles. So I think you did a pretty good job. I mean,
I'd go hunting with this.
Absolutely. I think you would.
I might trade
be
a couple
quite
things that I
successful.
have right now for this. So, yeah.
Hey yo. Cool. All right, Jeremy. Well,
Right on.
we'll skid this one out and we'll
See what Brian's
get
got.
Brian in here and see what he's got. So, Brian, how'd you find the 30-minute time limit?
30 minutes was exceptionally difficult for me because I am not as familiar with this store.
That's fair.
I was fully panicking about 18 minutes of the 30 minutes I was given.
Okay.
Perfect.
Love the honesty.
Yeah, that's the way she goes.
How did you find the amount of budget you had?
I thought, okay, so my budget was actually good. I came under budget. I had $1,500. I came in at $1,370, so I had $130 left.
Okay.
Gave that to Jeremy, as we discussed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was real
Okay.
nice.
So we
But
did
no,
a little
I did good.
tradesies.
I did good. Yeah, well, you didn't say we couldn't.
I did not. That was not one of the rules or conditions.
There you
So
go.
teamwork makes the dream work.
And it
Okay.
did.
So we were basing this off the premise that you already had certain items in your possession.
I already have a firearm.
Yeah.
I already have binos. I already have knives, boots. Boots
Yeah.
were good. And I think that's the bulk of what I had already. You lent me a backpack, like a day pack, and some gear, some outer gear. So I was just wanting to replace that.
Yep.
And then a couple of upgrades, a couple of things that I noticed were less than ideal when I actually got out there.
Okay.
So
Perfect. Let's start going through it. Okay. First things first.
Back, I went with the Badlands 2200 series.
Okay.
It has lots of room, lots of extra storage.
Little
lots of
trinket
shelf.
pockets.
Yeah, lots of pockets for goodies, ammunition, granola bars, etc. Lots of pockets. I threw it on. It was really comfortable. I like
Okay.
the way the weight set on my hips. That was a good one for me. It's got lots of adjustments. So if you got lots of layers on, I feel like you'd be able to adjust the straps and make it fit no matter what.
Yeah.
And it was comfortable, lightweight, very nice. And the price was right. It was only $440.
Yeah, and some of the nice things too with it as well. It's got a rifle bow carry. It does have meat hauling capabilities.
That's right.
right? So if you are out there by yourself, or you're with a buddy, but you're taking 2 loads at a time,
Yeah.
and things like that, which is really important. So okay,
Yeah, so that was good. Yeah, way longer to get the pack than I anticipated.
but it's an important item.
Yeah,
like
so
you got to consider that.
and then I went with I needed outer gear, as I
Yep.
said. So I went a collar on a budget style.
Yep.
The jacket was wind resistant, waterproof. It's not very breathable, which I was a little concerned about.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I needed to get gear no matter what. And at $80, honestly, if it lasted 1 season, if I decide I didn't like it, this is a throwaway item at $80 for me, anyways.
Yep.
And
Waterproof.
that was it. If I threw it on, it was really comfortable too. I was
Thing
actually really
is,
surprised.
if you're wet, you're miserable,
100%.
right? So rain gear, I mean, you can always layer.
Yeah.
Right, you may not want to hike in it.
Also, Rivers West. As well.
You might not want to hike in it.
Yeah, for
Right,
sure.
but at the same time, you're going to find shelter if it's raining, but it will block some of that out, and you'll layer underneath.
Well, a lot of times you're stalking too, right? You're waiting. You're
Yep.
not necessarily moving or hiking
Yep.
when you do find something. So if it's raining during that time, you're not producing heat while you're walking. So just keeping water off me was high on the priority list.
Okay.
All right.
Deal.
So then I got pants.
Okay. Pants are good.
Pants are good.
You don't want to
Same
hike.
thing.
You don't want to hunt in your undies.
These aren't waterproof, but they're water resistant. They're the Badlands. They're $190. They're breathable. They're stretchy. They got lots of pockets. For me, it's
comfy.
great. I'm a snacker, so I got granola bars in my pockets all the time.
Yep. Okay.
And that was it. That's
Okay. So that's a good priority item.
Yeah.
Comfort.
Yeah. Then, as I stated before, when we were up last time, I was getting real irritated. The binos I got are actually the exact same ones that Jeremy got. Comes with the pack, real nice. Nice that it comes with a bag. It's great to start. But I noticed a lot of inconveniences, like to open it, it folded up, and it was on a stretchy band, and it was just really cumbersome trying to get it in and out. So I grabbed one that was magnetic, same one that you have actually. It's a Badlands. I don't know what the model is here. Bino X. I got this one because honestly, it folds out, folds way down as well. It's got a couple of little pockets here. I can put my tags, anything else I need. One thing that didn't have though was a rangefinder pouch. So because I don't have a rangefinder, that's what I went after next. And I'm going with the Vortex 1000. I was talking to the guys here; they were super helpful. Cody was super helpful actually. Helped me find something that was reasonably budgeted.
Yep.
And a great starter point. So we went with the Vortex 1000. It's good, small, lightweight, and what was really beauty is because my vinyl pack didn't come with a carry case.
Yep.
Comes with it, goes right on the strap. It was only $300 too. It's super reasonable.
Well, and again, to mention with the Vortex glass, is you drop it, you break it.
That's right.
Out in
How
the
long is that
field.
warranty good for?
Lifetime,
It's a forever warranty.
forever,
Nice.
unconditional.
Very nice.
VIP.
That's what I am. Okay. Oh, a couple of things I left on my list here. I got scent, so we can bring in some of the mooses. No,
Yep.
no, not mooses.
Meese.
Meese. That's right. After discussing with Mike, he says he's never actually used scent blocker, which is really interesting because that's something that, as a newbie, I would think that would be super important. You say you play the wind. So
Always.
plays the wind.
If the wind is blowing your scent away from the animal, they can't smell it.
Perfect. So we went the opposite route. Instead of scent blocker, we went with actual scent to bring them in.
Yeah.
That's it.
So especially I mean, I've really only used it with deer, personally.
Yeah.
I found it harder to call deer. I mean, I personally don't have a ton of experience trying to call deer, but elk and moose seem to be much more vocal and respondent to calls, right? Whereas deer, I mean, if you've ever watched them, we watched mule deer rut all last year. Their nose is to the ground and they're using nose, right?
That's right.
So if you use scent, hopefully they're going to catch that wind or that trail of scent and kind of work their way towards you. May not come right in, but at least them make themselves present. And you can either make a stalk or they come in right in on you and win the lottery. So
that's, and it was very reasonable. Like at $13, I was starting to look for things to spend my money.
Well,
on.
and they're replaceable items too,
For
right?
sure.
You're going to go through one of those a season.
That's right.
Type of thing. So,
and then I have no idea how to use calls. So something I was looking for is user function. Like how easy is it to use?
user friendly.
User friendly. That's what I was looking for. This one was just blow and go. It makes noise by the looks of it. Anyways, I was trying to read rapidly. Again, I was under the gun here. I spent way too much time looking for the calls.
There is still an art to using calls.
I imagine
And
so.
that's what the off season is for. You practice.
Yeah.
You drive your wife insane. You drive your neighbors insane, and you practice.
And
Right? You got to sound. You still got to sound like them. right? They may be user-friendly, but there's still a way
We're still skilled.
to do it. Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
So,
I look forward to driving my wife nuts.
Yep.
And then lastly, during our small adventures last year, I found that when you finally do get something in the scopes and you're out for the first time and you get the shakes essentially, like you're jacked when you're ready to shoot. You're all over the place.
Yep.
And the best attempt that I had at shooting something last year, I was off of a tree, and between the wind and my nerves and everything going on, I was moving a lot. So something that I would definitely get would be a rifle stand. This one coming at $200. It's a tripod.
okay, it's the
Comes with a
tripod, not the
comes with a
bipod.
case.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's pretty straightforward. Set her up and shoot.
Yeah.
And if it's steady, I mean, it's taking out the tree branch as a variable. Anyways.
Well, and like you may not find a tree branch that's optimal height or
Exactly.
something, right? Like,
And
and I mean,
it's
as
trigger drop.
a new hunter, taking out some of that guesswork is really important. Like, the thing is, what it really boils down to is confidence.
Yeah.
Right? You can shoot prone at a steel target all day long. When you get out there, you know, you want to know your firearm and everything, but you want that confidence in understanding, okay, I can take some of the guesswork out by using X, like, you know, like a tripod stand or a bipod stand or something like that to, you know, like as you get out there, all of a sudden your arms are heavy, you got the shakes, everything's starting to blend together, and you're like, oh my goodness, right? So, okay.
I know all this stuff won't make me a better hunter, but it is certainly going to help with everything in between. So that's it. That's what I got.
I think so.
At $1,500, I think I did pretty good.
Yeah, I would say, well, you even got some accessories too, right? So,
Yeah.
Cool. What do you figure, Jared? I think you learned a lot. All right, get in here. Sign the sucker off. Okay, so this was a great experience. You know, we really thank everybody who kind of weighed in on the poll, and just, you know, budget is important when you're hunting. Prioritizing gear is obviously important when you're hunting. We talked about a lot today. I think some of the themes were kind of, you know, optics are really important. Boots, rain gear. I mean, both you guys kind of selected the more waterproof, wind-resistant gear versus going after, you know, lighter gear or things like that for sure. So, yeah, I think we had a great time. And
Thanks, Backcountry.
yes, absolutely. Backcountry allowed us to be in here today, shoot this video, so big shout out to them. And a couple of other sponsors that we have, Hell's Half Acre Coffee and Killing Sticks Premium Carbon Fiber Arrows. So check us out on our social media, Pursue the Hunt, Instagram, Facebook, and the YouTube, where you are currently watching this video. And before we sign off, we have a little surprise.
I love surprises.
You like surprises?
Yeah.
So Jeremy and I were talking, and we're like, ah, man, we should do something for Brian. So what we're going to do is we're going to gift you,
For real?
the pack.
That's amazing.
Because you need a pack.
Yeah.
You can't hunt without a pack.
Yeah.
So, yes, Brian.
For real?
For real.
What?
Yeah,
Yes.
you mentioned
That's beauty, man. Thank you.
For helping us out with the video today. And also, we need to make sure that people are properly equipped.
This is awesome. Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to sign off this video. Thanks for watching. Check us out on our social media pages, and we'll catch you on the next video.